29 minutes.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to order it from the place across the street?
Frazier, there are hundreds of places that make pizza. What I am looking for here is the perfect pizza at the perfect price.
Which is?
Free. And that's exactly what this will be in 34 seconds. There is no way he can get a pizza here from Michigan Avenue in under a half hour.
You mean you're using some promotional ploy in order to get something for nothing?
Welcome to the United States of America, Frazier.
That just doesn't seem fair, Ray. I mean, if you don't pay for it, somebody has to.
Again, welcome to my country. Drop the pizza, kid. You're late.
Oh, you're one of those guys. Listen, I couldn't find the building. I'm 10 seconds late. I mean, your pizza is obviously ruined.
Don't give me sarcasm, just a pie.
Look, I go back without $13.50, I get fired. I just got this job. I need this job. Come on, guys, cut me a break, will you?
Here's for my half, Ray.
Your half? What are you doing? You believe this sob story?
Come on, I'm blocking the alley.
Okay, fine. But next time, punk.
Oh, no. My car! They got my car!
Repo?
I just bought it.
Diefenbaker, follow it. Excuse me.
Please stop immediately. This is not your automobile.
I'm okay.
Ray, stop Diefenbaker! Stop him! Hey, stop! Stop him! Unmush! Unmush! Ah, Pete, you want to get that dog a hearing aid?
It's my mistake. I never should have sent him.
He'll come back.
No, he won't. He won't stop until he catches it.
They don't stop.
He'll die trying.
Got a stolen car, 221 East Racine. 1977 Green Comet. Yeah. Robert Charles William 139. Yeah, you do that.
Look, if I don't find that car, I lose my job.
I called it in. Here you go, kid.
A lot of good this is gonna do me.
Hey, call your insurance broker. You do have insurance, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do. I spent the last of my inheritance on it.
Well, the police have a description of the car, so the thieves couldn't have gotten far.
Right now, my car is in some garage being torn up for parts. By morning, it'll be spread over 6 states, and the frame will be rusting in Lake Michigan.
Really a career choice, kid?
They like to teach you a trade in juvie.
Let the punk go.
He needs help, Ray.
Hey, there's still a few people in this neighborhood without a criminal record. Why don't you try and help one of them?
Lenny!
He doesn't want our help. Can't you respect that?
This is my neighborhood, Ray. It makes it my responsibility.
Yeah, well, it's not my neighborhood.
No, quite right, it's not. Lenny! Lenny. I will find your car.
How?
I have a friend on the case already.
What, the wolf?
It's his neighborhood, too.
Yeah, I'll hold my breath.
Is it odd?
What's that?
Oh, it's probably nothing.
Oh, no. I am not getting involved in this one, Frazier. Unlike you, I refuse to feel guilty about something beyond my control.
No, I understand, Ray. I understand fully.
Good. I mean, the kid should have got insurance. I'm not going to turn Chicago upside down just to justify your twisted sense of honor.
No, I don't expect you to. Every individual must follow their own moral code.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just what I said, Ray. You're right, you have no responsibility here. Look, why don't you just let me off, and you can go home?
Fine.
Thanks.
I'm going.
Good night, Ray.
$47,000 cars are stolen each year in the city. How are you going to find one?
I don't think you want to know, Ray.
You're right, I don't. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, how?
When the Inuit go fishing, Ray, they don't look for the fish.
I hate myself. So what do they look for?
The blue heron.
You're kidding me, right?
No, I'm not, Ray.
And where might we find this legendary bird?
We begin by asking the people who'd know.
One pizza. That's all I want. It was one lousy Chicago-style deep dish pizza. Excuse me, have you seen a 1977 Green Comet followed by a white wolf?
Today?
Yes, of course, today!
Nope.
That's it. That's it, I'm done. I'm not asking any more bums for you.
Thank you, man. Ray, these are the people of the streets. This is their home, and you notice when things are out of place in your home.
Oh, yeah, they notice things. They notice green cars, white wolves, and pink elephants. This is getting us nowhere.
Got us here.
Oh, this is a place we want to be?
I think I'm picking up his trail. Good boy, Defendant.
You can smell him?
Well, not him exactly.
Oh, no, you're sniffing piddle.
Each lupus has his own unique scent. That's how they mark their territory.
Yeah, it stinks.
Oh, yes.
You mean to tell me he peed all the way from here to the loop?
Well, he isn't relieving himself. He's marking a trail.
First dirt tasting, now piddle sniffing. I don't want to be around when you start listening to dung.
Fraser's looking for his dog again.
Yep.
Where are you going?
Stupid rookie mistake.
What do you mean?
These last 2 blocks, I've been tracking a Lhasa Apso.
You've been tracking a Lhasa Apso?
I know. If word of this gets back to the territories, I'll never live it down.
Mounties can be so cruel.
You can't imagine. Evening, Jerome.
Hey, Jesse. I don't smell anything.
Ray, this is it.
What?
He's here.
Where?
Right there.
Markle's used cars? This is where the kid bought the car. Your dumb animal tracked it backwards.
Good dog. Good boy. Good boy.
Yeah, brilliant. Not only is he deaf, he's colorblind.
This is the car.
What do you mean this is the car? This car is bright yellow. The kid's car was lime green, and his VIN number isn't even close.
No scratches on the lock, no sign of a break-in. They must have used a key.
Of course they used the key. It's their car.
When I was on Lenny's car, my button accidentally scratched the paint. Now, I've just taken a second sample from the wheel well.
Oh, yeah, very pretty.
They're identical, except that this one has a fresh coat of yellow paint.
You're right. It's still tacky. This is the car.
You think we can get forensics down here?
No need. I'll have this puppy impounded in less than an hour.
Different plates, different color, different vehicle identification number. Am I getting the picture?
Yes, sir, but...
And all of them are legit.
Apparently so, yes, sir.
Detective Vecchio also has a source that corroborates his theory, sir.
And that would be?
His wolf, sir?
Oh. Unfortunately, wolves are such notoriously bad witnesses. In my experience, they tend to fold under cross-examination. Gentlemen, the state's attorney has just enough manpower to prosecute a small fraction of the cases we bring to him. You can understand how I would hate to ask him to prosecute a case in which we have no evidence at all.
Lieutenant, Lenny Milano is a decent young man. He's on parole and he's trying to turn his life around. I'm afraid if I told him there's nothing you can do for him...
Is he a friend of yours?
No, sir.
He's a relative.
No. He delivered a pizza to my apartment at Detective Vecchio's request.
Oh, you ordered the pizza?
It did not seem like a mistake at the time, sir.
Right. Just like bringing this case to me probably didn't seem like a mistake at the time.
Yes, sir. My theory.
I was just trying to give you credit, Ray.
Okay, I did my good deed. I embarrassed myself to the fullest extent of the law for you. Now, can I go back to work?
Well, of course. You did all you could. Thank you, Ray.
Damn, he's as bad as his dog.
Hey, Milano! What's with the Mountie? Steal some maple syrup? We missed you, Lenny! Oh, did we hurt your feelings? You know, you gotta toughen up, boy. Who knows what kind of personal hardships you're gonna run into the next time that I get my hands on you.
Anytime, Fitz. Anytime.
Looking forward to seeing you, Lenny.
Is that young man expecting to be released soon?
No, he's expecting me back here. Everybody comes back.
Not everybody, Lenny.
Yeah.
So, a Mountie. What you do, Lenny? Steal some maple syrup?
No, sir.
I came to vouch for the boy, sir.
And what does he need vouching for?
My car got stolen.
No problem.
I might be out of a job for a while.
Problem.
Sir,
Condition 12B of your early release. You maintain employment.
Well, I'm sure he'll be able to find alternative employment in no time.
Judge says maintain, not reobtain. Milana has to stick with a job he already has.
Well, he can't deliver pizzas without a car, sir.
Sorry. Them's rules. Lose your job, lose your freedom.
You want to go undercover?
Well, I admit I'm not as familiar with the art of subterfuge as you are, Ray, but it appears to be an inside job, and I can't see any other way to gather sufficient evidence.
Okay, so what would your cover be?
My cover? Well, I thought that I would present myself as a chance passerby. Now, naturally, I would start by removing my hat and any identifying symbols from the uniform.
Well, that would be good because your hat just might give you away.
Exactly. That's exactly what I felt. And then what I thought I would do is I would stroll onto the lot, and I would introduce myself to the employees, and I would ask a few informal questions.
Such as?
Does anyone here know the whereabouts of a stolen lime green Comet? Anyone seen a stolen car? Any stolen cars around here, or, Oh, if you've seen a stolen car, please raise your hand.
Okay. Let's go.
Well, did I say something wrong?
No, not at all, Benny.
No, I said something wrong.
No, just follow me.
Okay.
You're very good.
Thank you. How do I look?
But rule number one of undercover work. If you don't believe it, they don't believe it. We're not pretending to be used car salesmen. We are used car salesmen.
I understand. Excuse me.
Frazier, you're a car salesman.
Well, I understand that, Ray. I've done this before, you know.
Oh, really?
Yes. When I was a young scout, working on my ecology badge, I insinuated myself into a hunting party in order to catch a baby seal killer.
So what happened?
Well, I was clubbed repeatedly, Ray.
Gentlemen, welcome to Tex Markle's Pre-Owned Automobiles. I'm Tex Markles. What can I do for you?
It's what we can do for you, Roy Venner. I'd like you to meet my partner, Billy Bob Frazier. Maybe you've heard of him. Billy Bob sold more cars than anyone in the state of Texas last year.
No kidding. That true, son?
No.
That's what I like, an honest man. Most people come in here, give me a line of bull trying to convince me there's something they're not. But I'll tell you, I'm a little short-handed right now. You see that old lady over there?
I can honestly say that I do.
Good. Well, you sell her that piece of junk and you got yourselves a job. Both of you. Now, anything over $400, you can keep it. Deal?
Deal.
Okay.
Well, you have a keen eye for quality, young lady.
Thank you.
Would you like to start her up?
Yes.
Sounds great, huh?
Yes, it just sounds great.
And I don't think that valve problem will give you any trouble for a few hundred miles.
Excuse me a moment, ma'am. When people are trying to buy a car, they really don't need to hear about engine problems, okay? It makes them think of the no word.
You don't expect me to lie to people, do you, Ray?
Who's asking you to lie? Okay, I am. But if we don't lie, we don't sell a car. If we don't get a job, we can't hang around here to solve the case. And if we don't solve the case, Lenny goes to jail. So if you can't say something untrue, please don't say anything at all.
All right. You've picked a fine automobile, ma'am.
Did you ever drive this car?
Yes. Yes, I did. In a rally race from Whitehorse to Africa.
Do you mean you drove this car to Africa?
Yes. I did. Except for the Atlantic Ocean where I had to row.
Are you telling me the truth?
No.
How much do you want to spend?
$100.
Deal. I'll meet you in the office.
Tex wanted 400.
I know. Cough up the other 3. 3. Yeah, American $100 bills now.
We did it, Tex. We sold the car.
Thank you.
Good morning, people. Got a couple of announcements of importance for everyone, so take a minute to listen up here, already? Item 1. Try selling cars. Mr. and Ms. Markles have made it clear this is something we should be doing, alrighty? Item 2. We have 2 new salesmen joining us today, Roy Venner and Billy Bob Fraser, which means less commissions for the rest of us.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Finally, Tex's specials for today. The list is coming around. Read it. These are the cars that Tex would like us to push. Nice markups, which translates into more profits for Tex, which means a few more crumbs fall into your plates. $100 bonus for each one sold. That's it, people. Oh, and hey, be careful out there.
I'm telling you, this car is a veritable chick magnet. Best car in the lot. 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds.
And the paint job goes great with blondes, brunettes, and redheads. Okay, come look at this Camaro. Hey, let me give you a hand with that oxygen tank. Thank you.
What you doing, Billy Bob? Billy Bob.
Oh, yes, that's me.
Let me take a shot in the dark here. Billy Bob's not your real name, is it?
No, sir. It's Benton.
Well, that's a shame. I can see why you changed it. But what the hell were you doing down there?
Well, I'd rather not say, sir.
Why not?
Roy would get mad.
Well, stop messing around under them cars and go and sell me some.
Well, I'd love to do that, sir, but I'm not really a car salesman.
Excuse me? I'd like to take a test drive?
Yes, ma'am. Right this way.
No. With him.
Oh, certainly. Which car?
All of them.
Not a car salesman, huh?
Wow, I see you've made Salesman of the Month 8 times in a row.
Yeah, well, you know, being nominated is honor enough.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Marcos must be a pretty good employer, huh?
The best, yeah. As long as you do 2 things for him.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Sell plenty of cars.
And?
And don't ask too many stupid questions.
Billy Bob. Billy Bob. Figured it out.
The specials have all been stolen.
Exactly.
They've been stripped of everything with a serial number, including the tires.
Exactly.
And judging from the numbers of coats of paint, I'd say each one has been sold and stolen several times over.
You're with me.
It's a beauty, isn't it?
The only thing I don't understand is how they can continually come up with new vehicle identification numbers.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, and if you hadn't been out test driving all the cars in the lot, you'd know too.
You know, I'm beginning to suspect that young woman wasn't interested in buying a car.
Dashboards.
Dashboard.
Yeah, I found a half dozen out back in the dumpster, all missing VIN plates.
And at the rate they're exchanging them, then they must have quite a number secreted somewhere on the premises.
Mm-hmm. Follow me.
You know where they are?
I do, but I'm gonna need your help to get in there.
You need me to create a distraction.
No, Billy Bob. I need you to be a distraction.
How do you mean?
Well, hi there, Billy Bob.
Please, call me Fraser, Mrs. Markles.
And you can call me Tammy.
Good, good.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, what I don't know.
Really? Well, you know, I've been thinking that you got the right stuff to be Employee of the Week.
Well, that's very flattering, but I haven't sold any cars.
Well, now, Employee of the Week isn't just about selling cars.
Of course not. No. No, I would imagine it's about loyalty and and dedication And trustworthiness.
You're trustworthy, aren't you, Billy Bob?
I'm trying not to be.
You know what? If we're gonna dance, we might as well hold on to each other. My husband only has time for his work. He really doesn't understand me, Billy Bob. But you do, don't you?
No, actually, I don't think I do.
Oh, I think you do.
Yes, now I do.
Now you keep your eyes closed.
Yes, I'd prefer that.
Now you can look.
No, I really can't.
Stop now!
Oh, an emergency. I'm sorry. What a shame.
Somebody call the police! That kid's stealing a car! Don't stop!
Something I can help you with?
I was just looking for the keys to the Skylark. Thank you.
Don't scratch the paint! Will you help him?
What? Stop, okay.
That's something.
Yeah, this is the car you want. I got it.
Get out of my way, you stupid Mountie! Great work, Billy Bob. Arrest that man, officers. But it's my car.
I know.
You have the right to remain silent.
What an employee. That's what I need. More salesmen will throw themselves in front of a car for me. Gary, give him one of your plaques.
Come on.
Looks like I'll be here for a while.
I'm sorry you have to stay here.
I've been in worse places. Looks like I'm going back to one. I blew it, huh?
The dispositional hearing isn't until Friday. It's not over yet.
Look, it's not that I don't appreciate your help or anything, but yeah, it is over. Looks like Fitz was right. Things always come back around and around and around.
You know, Lenny, I'm a man who believes in destiny. But it's a destiny of your own choosing. Just because a trail leads one way doesn't mean you can't cut your own path.
Looks like mine leads right over a cliff.
Cliffs are for climbing, Lenny. That's why God gave us grappling hooks.
First you want to go undercover, now you talk me into this thing?
Well, we have to catch them in the act, Ray.
You see, here's the tricky thing about sting operations. They require money, resources, and a lot more manpower than you, me, and a wolf.
That's why we have our third man.
Can you read me?
Loud and clear. Once again, I'm terribly sorry about the confusion. I thought that you understood my intention.
Don't worry. Really, I've forgotten all about it. Let me ask you something. If a guy asks if you're busy tonight, he's asking you out, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so would I. You seen a salesman?
400 women in my black book, and you had to call my sister.
Well, I'm sorry, but it was the only current number.
Okay, can we go over this drill one more time? No departmental approval means we're on our own, and being on our own means?
No backup.
No, we're using my money, and using my money means we're buying a cheap car. You find Tex, you ask him what the specials are, and you buy the cheapest car in the lot.
You know, you told me this 100 times already. I think I picked up on most of the subtleties of the plan.
Yeah, just buy the kids' comments.
Stop treating me like a child, okay? I know what I'm doing.
Here he comes.
Hello, little lady. Welcome to Tex Markle's fine pre-owned automobiles. I'm Tex Markle's, and how can I help you?
I'm looking for a car. I'm looking for a car.
I'm looking for a car.
Well, you've certainly come to the right place. You have anything specific in mind?
Something cheap.
Oh, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Buy the Comet. Buy the Comet.
A Corvette?
Comet, C-O-M. Is this thing working?
One of the really expensive ones.
You keep this up, and I'm going to let Fraser read your diary.
Oh, look at that Comet. That's adorable.
Comet is a great car. Solid, dependable automobile. Yeah. As a matter of fact, we got this little baby marked right down. We can let you have it for about $600.
300. Tell him 3. Tell him 3.
6 it is.
What is the matter with you? Did we not go over this plan? Did we not sit in a room and go over this plan? That was supposed to be a flash roll.
Well, consider it a payback.
For what?
You killed my hamster.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
You killed her hamster, Ray?
How was I supposed to know they couldn't swim?
Ray, we got company. Black sedan at 6 o'clock.
All right, pull over and I'll set the homing device.
Oh, it was premeditated murder. Just admit it.
Okay, I admit it. Now pull over.
I'm over.
Ready?
Ready.
Give me the keys! Give me the keys! Okay, now I'm gonna be riding in the truck.
What about the homing device?
There's no time. Watch this.
No, Ray, I don't know about this. Ray, you're gonna be inside the trunk, pulling down.
We just got the truck already.
Trust me, this contraption has saved me hundreds of dollars at the drive-in movies.
You all right?
I think I got ripped off. The trunk leaks. Now, jeez, this stuff's hot.
Ray?
Code names. We're on an open frequency here.
Penguin to Stallion. Come in, Stallion.
Stallion here.
Yeah, the ferrets have gone around twice. Here they come again.
Who?
The car thieves.
Oh, right.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Ray, we've got trouble. There's a fox in the cave.
What?
Your sister is in the car.
Get her out of here.
I'm afraid you'll have to leave. This could become dangerous.
Do you have a corkscrew? Oh, that's all right. It's a twist off.
I don't mean to sound ingracious, and it's not that I don't appreciate the offer.
Hors d'oeuvre.
I'm suffocating and you're serving him a buffet?
Stay out of this, gelding.
Stallion!
Yeah, in your dreams.
Stallion, the ferret is in the forest.
What?
The car thief is coming your way. Escargot?
Right behind you, Stallion.
Now don't get too close. We don't want to scare these guys off.
We don't want to lose you.
Oh, we'll be fine. Would you mind peeling me a shrimp?
You just turned again. Which way did you turn?
What am I, a Mountie? Right, left. I'm in a trunk for crying out loud.
Just tell me what you hear.
I hear my head smashing against the side of the trunk.
Damn, there's another one!
Speed bumps. Turn right.
Can you sort of take the wheel for a moment? I've got my hands full.
You want to step on it?
I can't really surf and drive, now can I? Gazpacho?
He's breaking up. Might I suggest we increase our speed?
Oh. You floor it, Francesca?
All right. You want garlic butter on your upholstery?
Ray. I think he's out of range. Ray!
Shh. The car has stopped. They shut off the engine. I can hear voices. All right, I can't wait for you guys. I'm coming out. 3, 2, 1. Damn. Stupid Mounties were
Peter, I knew something wasn't right about that guy.
Get rid of him.
False alarm, we're moving again.
Ray, the driver never got back in.
Uh-oh. I think they're getting the car washed again. I don't think they use fresh water at this place. They sure are using a lot. Too much. Way too much. Ranger!
We've got the wrong place.
No, we don't. Get the keys to the car. Get the escargot.
You think you'll be hungry?
Where are they? Where are the keys?
They're in my wallet.
You need the keys.
They're in my wallet. They're in my wallet. You go to my house. They're not in my wallet. Picnic basket. No, it's in the other pocket. Okay, I know where it is. It's gotta be
purse. Here in this pocket. Oh, yes. I can't find the keys.
Ray. Ray. Fraser.
Yes,
Fraser, I don't think that was a car wash.
No, Ray. We need a blanket.
Well, I only have my good one.
Get the blanket.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going?
You're going home. Did you see who it was?
No, they took off before we got there.
I say we go to the dealership and arrest the whole damn bunch.
That would be an injustice, Ray.
You want to see an injustice? Take a look at my suit.
Look at my blanket.
Shut up.
Hey, Tammy, where's the keys to the Mustang? Tammy,
Get him yourself.
put that back. What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm taking everything you own and I'm leaving you, you jerk.
Why?
Well, because I've been selling stolen cars, that's why.
Don't lie to me. There's another man, isn't there?
Good God, there have been dozens of them. Where have you been?
Oh, forget it. You can break my heart, but you can't steal my money.
You haven't got the guts.
Okay, drop it!
Thank God you're here. He's gone crazy. He's gonna kill me.
Drop the gun, Tex. You're under arrest.
But she's stealing my money.
I said drop it!
He didn't do it, Ray.
He's the one with the gun.
But she's the one with the algae on her shoe.
Okay, freeze!
She couldn't have done it alone.
Freeze!
Gary?
Gary.
Put your hands in the air.
Gary, darling, shoot him. Shoot 'em all.
Can't believe this. You're leaving me for a salesman?
Shoot him first.
No, Tim, we're not gonna shoot anybody. We're just gonna tie him up and get on a plane and get out of here, like we planned.
Oh, good God, you're as big a coward as he is. Well, never mind. I'll just give your ticket to someone else.
Chip my fly.
It's a superficial wound. Can you watch him until the police come?
Sure.
Thank you.
You're testing the wrong person, Billy Bob.
Dead?
I hate men.
No, just disappointed.
What is wrong with you?
Pardon me?
What the hell is wrong with you? She almost killed you in there. Didn't you think she would flatten you here?
Oh, I knew she was prepared to kill me.
Well, then why did you stand there?
Well, I heard you coming. I had to keep her attention fixed on me long enough so that you'd be able to intervene.
But what if I didn't?
Well, I knew that you would take the car parked next to hers, and the Plymouth accelerates 2 seconds faster over the quarter mile than the Cadillac.
I took the Chevy.
Oh. Oh, well. You know, you really should tell me next time.
Tell you what?
Well, I mean, if you're gonna change a plan like that, I was standing in front of a car, Ray.
Plan? Plan? What plan? You mean there were 2 cars to choose from, all right? Are you telling me I took the wrong car?
No apologies necessary. It's already forgotten.
Do we gotta pay for these cars?
I would imagine so, yes.
Well, she's gonna have my butt.
29 minutes, Ray.
Okay, I don't need a countdown.
Okay, this is the 1200 block. It's got to be around here someplace.
Do you believe these skinflints? They could have just ordered from across the street.
Maybe they wanted the perfect pizza at the perfect price.
$16. I'm not paying. Your job, kid. You pay.
Why should I pay? You're driving.
And I'm afraid I left my wallet in the lake, Ray.
Well, what about him?
Ooh, I don't like to touch his savings account.
Just tell him you couldn't find the building.
Oh, yeah, that'll work.
Worked on you.
Highwind's northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going. Due south.
It is. We could stand our ground and we could wait for backup, or we could give up. Now, if we stand our ground, they'll likely shoot us. If we give up, well, they'll likely shoot us anyway. What else could they do?
Well, they could surrender, but I wouldn't count on that.
You know something? We could jump.
Like hell we could.
No. Would you make a jump like that if you didn't have to?
Look, I had to, and I'm not gonna.
All right, I'll go first.
No.
All right, you go first.
No means no.
What is wrong with you?
I can't swim.
The quality of the water alone will probably kill us.
Look, does this conversation seem strangely familiar to you?
Oddly, yes. All right, on the count of 3.
1. 2.
Heat, not heat. Frost heat. Why would I say frost heat? What the heck would frost heat mean? It's frost. It doesn't have heat, right?
So what does he even mean? Wait 2 seconds, they would have been here.
What if they hadn't come?
You're a maniac, Fraser.
Heave is like when you throw up, you know? The frost sort of throws up the ground, right? And that's why your foundations have been moving. And that's why you got a basement full of water.
No, I got a basement full of water because the sewer backed up.
Not water. You don't have water anymore. You've got a different problem now.
Really? Vecchio?
Yeah, they've been going at it for a while now.
We got 3 guys. Problem. It's a good collar. They did good.
Differences.
Differences, huh?
What do you propose we do, Ray? We are officers of the law. I know that. We're cops. I don't have a cape. You don't have a cape.
No, but I do wear a uniform. You carry a badge. My Sam Brown is sort of
why
like
are you arguing with me?
I am not arguing
Yes, you are. That's that thing again. You're correcting. You're niggling. You're doing that thing with the T's and the I's, and I say A, you say B. I say night, you say day.
I think you should be reasonable. I don't do it all the time.
Look, you just did it again. You just did it again. It's like some kind of disease.
It's not a
Look,
disease.
Ray, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't understand. I don't want to hear it.
Ray, would you just listen to me?
Look, I swear to God, I will punch you right in the face. Fair warning.
Well, what does that mean? You're going to punch
I'm
me.
going to punch you in the
Just
face.
think
Why don't you listen to me?
So orange baseball cap, orange slacks, orange shirts, carrying a pizza. Is there a light on the car outside with flashing lights marked pizza by any chance?
Vecchio. You want to come in here for a minute?
Okay, and one last question. Did you order a pizza?
Fraser, I have something here that I'd like to discuss with you that... Constable, I understand that you live here, but during the day...
Yes, sir. It's just that, you see, well, Detective Vecchio and I were in pursuit of 3 individuals who were from the FBI's most wanted list.
Just stay in uniform, Fraser.
Yes, sir.
I have something for you.
This came in today.
Transfer?
To Ottawa.
So I can get my own life back? My own name?
Well, frankly, I'd choose something a little more interesting if I were you, but if that's what you want, go ahead.
Well, you're not going to take it, are you?
Well, I haven't...
Because over the years, we've developed a relationship. Working, of course, a working relationship, and you might be hard to replace, cost-wise. I mean, not everybody would live here in his underwear. Live in a place where he works.
This is where it started, so this is where we'll end it.
All right, I was over there.
Right.
I can't do this, Ray.
But you have to.
This is for good.
You put in your transfer, I'll put in mine. It's quits.
You sure about this?
Do it. There. Done. Pleasure working with you. Come on, I'll give you a lift. This is 117. We got a 1052 at South Speedway. Need immediate assistance.
Treasure. Chest.
He's dead.
All right. Okay. One more case. Then we're done.
Treasure chest, maybe?
Looks like the head of a dog.
Very good work. It looks like it was carved into the skin.
With his hook, maybe.
Captain Hook. It would seem to be a map.
Could be.
Well, of course it's a map. He's a pirate. Franny, can you run some prints for me? Check them against any known pirates.
Pirates? What do you mean, like pieces of 8 and sliver me timbers?
It's shiver me timbers.
It's sliver.
Franny.
Ray? What can that mean? Shiver me timbers. That doesn't mean anything.
Sure it does. It means like shake your booty, something like...
Ray, pirates. They slide down masts. Wooden masts. Sliver. You get it? Sliver in their timbers? Shiver.
I never got that.
You know, Ray, we do not know that he's a pirate. For all we know, he might be an accident-prone accountant.
You ever try to run a calculator with a hook?
No, but appearances can be deceiving. You know, I once knew a trapper in Great Slave Lake who ran his trap lines dressed in a three-piece suit. He looked like a banker. Of course, he carried his bait in his pocket, so the smell was... Well, that's a different story.
Fraser, a guy dies. He's got a hook and he's got an eye patch. He says treasure. He says chest. What do you think he is?
Ray, if there are any pirates on the Great Lakes, which I sincerely doubt, I think it's highly unlikely that they would go about dressed like some character invented by Robert Louis Stevenson.
Hey, Ray, I got an ID. His name's Billy Butler. He worked the lake boats most of his life. He's got 3 convictions for drug smuggling and 1 for assault.
Accountant?
Pirate.
Thank you.
Recognize this guy? Yeah, used to live in that chair. Moved out about a year ago. Haven't seen him since.
Seen this guy? Anybody here seen Butler? You know this guy? Seen him before? What about you?
Is that a wolf?
Yes, matter of fact, it is.
A wolf in a bar is bad luck.
No, man, that's a woman on a ship.
Well, that too.
That's whistling on a ship, you idiot.
Wolves. There's got to be something about wolves.
Well, I know there are a number of nautical superstitions, but I can't think of any offhand that actually feature wolves.
I can't be too careful these days.
And why is that, sir?
There's bad things stirring in the waters. Ghost ship with a crew long dead, flying the colors of the Mackenzie.
Come on, you old bastard. You had too much to drink.
Hey, seen this guy?
All right.
Seen him? Butler.
He's an agent. Come on. That's all right. I don't want to hear none of that.
A goat ship?
A ghost ship. Seems to have scared them all off.
Hey, left some stuff down in the cellar if you want to go through it.
What are you doing?
Well, my Uncle Tiberius owned a very similar trunk in which he had hidden some pictures of naked...
Gold. I told you, pirates.
Possibly.
What do you mean, possibly? The guy said treasure. The guy said chest. You know, we found the chest, and this is the treasure.
One bar?
Well, where there's one, there's a pile. You know, that's the way treasure works.
What are you doing? You can get somebody.
Sorry, sir. Terribly sorry.
Who the hell are you? Why are you following us?
Name's Lou.
Blind Lou, by any chance?
That's right. Got information about Billy if you're wanting it.
What do you got?
$70.
$70?
Yeah, get an old blind man a decent meal.
Where are you gonna get it? Europe? $20.
50. It's deductible.
Look, this better be good.
It is.
What is it?
It's an editorial about crabgrass.
Wait.
This is more like it. According to this, Billy Butler was drowned at sea over a year ago.
32 down on the Robert Mackenzie.
Okay, whaling Yankee as in Yankee Doodle Dandy Civil War Yankee.
That's correct.
Okay, very good.
And whaling as in
Sperm?
Sperm? No, Francesca, that's whaling as in whaling on a guy's head.
Hey?
Look, I don't believe this. A guy on the wharf's got better information than we do.
Says who?
It says this, Billy Butler sank on the whaling Yankee over a year ago.
Here lies the body of John Brown, who was lost at sea and never found.
Francesca, ask Fraser what's that supposed to mean.
It's supposed to mean that your guy drowned, and then what? He swam, crawled, stabbed himself so that he could hang out with Mort.
Okay, so we got a bit of a mystery.
Indeed we do.
Hey, I got it.
It's excellent, Francesca.
Thank you, Fraser.
Whaling Yankee went down a little more than a year ago. All hands lost.
And now I found one of them.
Hey, there's the crew.
There's my friend Billy. Wait a minute. I just found two of them. This guy, I saw this guy tonight in the murder.
We both saw him, Francesca.
Make it bigger, will you, Franny? Oh. Come on, Franny, no whoops. Don't blow it.
Okay, just relax. See?
Yeah. Learn fast. Fraser's not going to be around to help much longer. Andy Calhoun, print that out, will you, Franny?
You're leaving, Trace?
Well, I've been offered a transfer to Ottawa.
Oh. That's great. That's great.
Something wrong?
No, I've just got something in my eye.
Ah, well, if you pull your lower eyelid out and fold it over your...
I'll be okay.
Let's go. This guy's the killer.
How do we know he's the killer?
Two supposed dead guys show up in more or less the same place, and one of them gets a knife in the back, and you think somebody else did it?
Well, it could have been a deranged accountant.
That is so stupid. A deranged accountant? That's like saying a raging librarian. Francesca, can you run Calhoun for me and see all you can get on the whaling Yankee?
Yeah.
Yeah, Francesca, could you... The other evidence.
I was going to hold on to that.
Ray, it is evidence. Francesca, are your eyes all right?
Perfect.
Good. I wonder if you wouldn't mind just checking the serial number for us.
Gold. This could have been made into hundreds of wedding bands.
Dee, if we have to step out for a couple of minutes, could you do me a favor and just keep an eye on Francesca? Hurts my feelings.
Anyone seen this guy? Seen him? How about you?
Never seen him.
Know this guy?
No, I don't see him.
Anyone?
Gentlemen, good day.
What kind of outfit is that?
Well, my name is Constable Benton Fraser, Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
Oh, yeah? What brings you here?
Well, I first came to Chicago on the trail of the killers of my father.
And what? You just stayed?
As a matter of fact, I did, yes. Attached as liaison with the Canadian consulate.
Interesting.
Oh, thank you. Thank you kindly. I wonder if I could trouble you gentlemen to tell me about the ghost ship.
No. Don't pay to talk about ghosts. Those that do are bound to see them. Those that see them are doomed to sleep on the bottom of the ocean.
Wow, that Canadian charm is working overtime today, Fraser.
These men are afraid, Ray.
And nobody saw anything.
Perhaps he did.
Is that a joke, Fraser? Because that's not funny. That's not at all sensitive or Mountie-like. That's completely rude.
Borrow your gun?
What for?
Let's see. Excuse me, sir.
He's not blind.
No, he is not.
How'd you know that?
It's an involuntary movement of the pupils. It's a dead giveaway.
I was born blind. My eyesight's slowly getting better.
Yeah, right, pal. You know this guy?
Liver clout ties on it.
Well, that's too bad, because if you helped us out, we wouldn't have to arrest you for impersonating a blind guy. Hey, drop the act!
I seen him around the Albatross.
Do you recall anything he happened to say?
He talked about the Mackenzie. Said he'd seen the ghost ship prowling around the waters near the 6 Fathom Shoal. It's not something you want to hear. Didn't go by the name of Calhoun, by the way. Called himself Nate Hester. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. Can I go?
Yeah?
Hey, Ray, it's me. You know that guy Andy you're looking for?
Yeah?
He's got a longer rap sheet than your guy Billy.
Yeah, Franny, what?
attempted murder, assault, nasty stuff.
Okay, thanks, Franny.
Yeah. Oh, and hey, I checked out some of the other guys on the Whaling Yankee. Everybody in it has a long sheet.
That's queer. Who owns it?
I found out his name is Gilbert Wallace. He's the president of Illinois Lake Freight.
What do you mean it's not unusual? That was like the Con Air of boats.
Look, we hire sailors. We don't kill ourselves checking their morals.
Well, sir, of the 30 crew members you had, 29 of them had serious criminal records.
Any other one we haven't tracked yet?
That would seem to be a much higher proportion than could be accounted for by the law of averages.
You go to the union hall, you get what you get.
What do you know about Vic Hester?
As I said before, nothing. I knew none of these men. Now, if you gentlemen will excuse me, I got work to do.
We understand. Thank you kindly for your time.
Do not do that, Fraser.
Do what?
Cut me off like that. I was going on my gut. When your partner's going on his gut, you gotta go with the flow. You gotta let it ride. You gotta...
Ray.
What?
Car's this way.
Right. Car's this way. I knew that.
Wallace said he hired the crew from the Union Hall.
Yeah, so?
Vic Hester may be looking for work.
Then we better go to the Union Hall.
So we're still partners then?
Look, the problem is we're stale. Like bread or something. You know, maybe it is time for a change.
I imagine you'll be taking that transfer then.
And you'll take yours.
No. 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 Aha.
Henry Allen.
Henry Allen? Another alias.
Yeah, no, I think she's referring to a ship, Ray.
Yeah, sailing from Sault Ste. Marie at 9 in the morning. Your guy's on it.
Thank you kindly. Well, if I had a sextant, Ray, I could locate the vehicle in a heartbeat.
Mr. Sextant, I told you exactly where the car was.
Yes, you did, but we've been walking around in circles for the last 5 minutes. I think it's to the right.
To the right of what? That's not a description of where the car...
Don't go looking for the Mackenzie.
Come on! Look, Fraser. There's the car. Right by the boat. Right where I told you.
I think we're onto something, Ray.
Oh, yeah. Like getting killed. Look, I may be damaged, Fraser, but I'm not stupid. More to life than dying.
Partnership is like a marriage, son. Give and take, up and down. Who left the empty butter dish in the fridge? It isn't easy.
No, it isn't.
Buck Frobisher and I were a team, maybe the best team the North has ever known. One day, we fell out, and it all but destroyed us.
What did you do?
We swallowed our pride for the greater good. Someone is using a brave ship's name for an evil purpose, and you've got to stop them. You need the yank. Swallow the pride, son.
Ray.
Look, Fraser, I know what you're gonna say. You give me a reason. You give me one reason why we should risk our skinny asses chasing the Robert Mackenzie. That is way out of our jurisdiction. We have no authorization. Okay?
On November 1st, 1969, the Robert Mackenzie left a pier in Thunder Bay carrying 28,110 long tons of high sulfur coal, bound for the steel mills in Detroit. She was 810 feet long, 80 feet wide, crewed by 32 men and captained by Scotty Phillips. And no one on board could have known they were headed into a gale known as the Witch of November. By 2 a.m. on the 2nd, the seas were already running at 20 feet. The winds were gusting 50 miles an hour. At 3:13, Mackenzie radioed her sister ship, the Phoenix, to say she'd taken a wave over the wheelhouse, knocking out her radar. She was blind in the water, navigating by dead reckoning. Captain Phillips decided to head south to the shelter of Bedgrease Bay by way of Keweenaw Point. But by then, the seas were running over 40 feet. Winds were blowing at 100 miles an hour. At 4:23, a wave broke, exposing a mountain of rock known as 6 Fathom Shoal. The time stopped. Mackenzie hit the shoal broadside, cutting her in half. The stern was still under full power, and it rammed the bow, crushing men on metal as they were caught midships, scrambling for lifeboats. It hit the bow 3 times before it finally drove it under. And then the stern continued into the night, all its lights blazing, fires burning from the ruptured boilers like some kind of headless beast. Captain Phillips' last transmission to the Phoenix read 32 down on the Robert Mackenzie.
All right. Say we drive like hell. I mean, put the pedal to the metal. Could we get to Sault Ste. Marie and get on Henry Anderson before she sails?
Allen. Henry Allen. Yes.
Right. Allen. Go on.
32 down on Robert Mackenzie.
All ahead 1/3. Good to see you, Benton boy.
Yes, and you too, sir.
Stirs up memories.
Wait a minute, Fred. You know this guy?
Yes, Captain Smithers is an old friend of my father's. As a matter of fact, he taught me how to tie my first knot. Oh, dear.
Yeah, double cloven half hitch. Tie a knot in his tail to hold the devil down.
Does everybody in Canada know everybody?
No.
Old Bob Fraser.
Old? Who's he calling old?
Yeah.
I've been dead for years and I still look twice
We
as
went
good as
back
he
a
does.
long way, me and Bob. I saved his life in a bar fight once in...
Skagway.
Skagway. How did you know that? Oh, yeah, your father told you. In 59.
That's a crock.
Bart Anderson got liquored up and came after him with a harpoon.
It was a small pocket knife.
Luckily, I got between him and your dad.
I sure did. He was as goggle-eyed as old Bart. Had to throw them in the brig to sleeve it off.
Those were the days.
I hate to interrupt memories, but we think you might have a killer on board.
My crew?
In your crew, sir.
Well, son, you show me the maggot and I'll take him apart like that Moore and the Dardanelles, huh? By God, I'll throw him in the brig.
You got a brig?
Well, no.
You see? He wouldn't be able to tell the truth if his life depended on it.
Hole in here.
Sir, we don't think that there's any pressing need to disassemble this man. At the moment, he's just a suspect. We would like to observe him unobtrusively.
Unobtrusively?
Yes, sir.
How are you going to do that?
Now that we're out here, we're away from the city, doing good, honest work. Yeah, there's nothing like it, is there?
Hell, maybe.
Bad luck having strange crew on board.
Yeah, especially on the North Shore route.
Why's that?
Gotta pass by the graveyard they call the 6 Fathom Shoal.
Is there anything on this ship that isn't bad luck?
Eddie Walters saw her last week. He was on the Bailey Madison. Robert McKenzie cut across her bow. Dead men on the deck, crying out for help.
I saw her once myself. She come up on us in the night. Nothing on the radar, and there she was. I never want to see her again. I said we get the captain to hit South Road.
Yeah. I'd like to see you tell old Ironbottom where to sail his ship. You'd have your guts for garters in a second.
Well, he's got no call crossing us with no goat shit.
I don't want to see the face of the dead man stare back at me in the middle of the night.
Jeez, I hate ghosts.
Maybe they got involved in a case and forgot to report in.
Constable Fraser failed to fill out his daily runs one of the report.
While there was Brett Arnold, Constable Fraser would never reflect. No. Thank you, Constable.
What do you suggest we do?
I think we should make it clear that it's important. I am offering you the entire resources of the Canadian Consulate.
And those we see.
Once to turn against my swap. And the wall.
Cold night. Dark. As if the stars themselves had fled. She come out of the fog, draped in seaweed. A foul stench rolling across the water.
What is this?
Food, Ray. Good, hearty food. Just the thing after a long day's work.
Does it come with instructions?
Open mouth, put in.
What's it? When the moon broke through the clouds and shone her light on the faces of the dead, their eyes were like the devil's own, and their faces were pale and waxen.
Gentlemen, there's something I'd like to get off my chest.
What's that?
Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. Oh, the Antelope sloop was a sickening sight. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Jealous to the port and the sails in rags, and the cook in the scuppers with the staggers and jags. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. On the King's birthday we put to sea. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. We were 91 days from Montego Bay, pumping like madmen all the way.
God damn them all.
I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a
Oh, yeah.
I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. When I'm letting great Yankee hold, like gold out to save the fight. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax.
You know what's funny? This is not the room I was looking for. I was looking for the skull, the top, the front, the head. The head. See, I've been drinking and I'm lost, so I just got it's a large boat ship, and I'll just circumnavigate myself out this way, and the head will probably be down there.
one fat baldy egg stove us in.
God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears.
His lab was full of electronic gizmos, transistors.
We're the last of Irish privateers.
So here I lay in my 23rd year.
How I wish I was
Stay here, I'll inform the captain. It's been 6 years since we sailed away, and I just made Halifax yesterday.
God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Irish privateers.
Oh, that's great. Okay. The gold robbery. The big gold robbery.
What gold robbery?
The big one, you know. This is from there. Ray had
Francesca!
Take a deep breath.
All right, let it out slowly.
And think of the color yellow.
What is it?
Okay. Fraser and Ray found this in the stuff of the dead pirate.
Pirate?
Guy with the hook, the eye patch, Billy Butler.
So I just called, and they traced it. This was part of the big shipment that got stolen from the Chicago Federal Reserve Bank last year.
You're kidding.
That was huge. That was $100 million in gold bullion. Yeah, they were seasoned pros. They killed the 6 guards.
This is what Fraser and Ray are investigating?
Apparently.
And not to get lost in the shuffle, we have an excellent lead. All we need to do is find the robbers, and we'll find Constable Fraser.
Constable Fraser, thought you were undercover.
Well, I was.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's not really important anymore. What is important is that I have reason to believe that someone has tampered with your radar.
My radar? That looks all right.
But nevertheless, I think... Can you manipulate this image?
Sure.
Can you make it seem further out?
Yeah.
Looks like the head of a dog.
See, you're right. It looks like a golden retriever.
Could be a Labrador.
Doberman.
Doberman.
Yeah.
It's also a motive for murder.
What?
It's also a motive for murder.
Ship! Ship in the water, dead ahead.
No sign of it on the radar screen.
She's a ghost.
It's the Mackenzie, the Robert Mackenzie! Oh, stop blithering, you idiot.
Look there. Where? Come on up there, look.
See what I mean, Sam? There's something funny about this whole setup. Those are the worst looking ghosts I've ever seen.
Don't look too good.
What's wrong with them?
Well, theoretically, they're dead.
Well, I'm dead. Nothing wrong with me. Look at them.
They look pale.
Look at me. I'm pink.
They're draped in seaweed.
Helmsman!
All right.
Helmsman!
Yeah, I'm fine.
Helmsman! No worries. That's on the wheel, Brenton. I'll deal with the crew.
Lash down the wheel?
Brenton, I'll use a running bowline.
Running bowline, running bowline, running bowline.
You know what this is, son. You know what this is.
What is it?
The rabbit comes out of the hole, runs around the tree, goes back in the hole. No, wait. Wait. You know what it is? What? It's not a rabbit. It's a squirrel because he goes up the tree. And it's a squirrel because the tail is longer, meaning the end of the rope. And it doesn't go back in the hole.
Of course it doesn't go in the hole. It's a squirrel.
Exactly.
Well, what does the squirrel do?
Off my bridge!
All you gotta do is head south. Stay out of Robert Mackenzie territory.
See my ship! I'll head on anywhere I damn well please. You mutinous, scab-sided, scum-sucking son of a puxy seaweed!
You shut up! You do what he says! We ain't crossing no ghost ship.
What I said,
You're gonna let him get his own go down!
Come on, Edward, they've heard the ship! You get back to your station and do what I tell you! I'll cut your life heading. I'll tell your partner guy disassembled that moor in the Dardanelles.
Get him out a ghost ship, old man. Don't listen to him.
It's the wailing Yankee disguised to look like the Robert Mackenzie.
He's lying.
And the crew are not ghosts, they are criminals.
What? How come she didn't show up on the radar then, huh?
Yeah. Because you tampered with the radar. He also killed a man in Chicago, a man who was carrying a map that pinpointed a location roughly 30 miles east of here.
What's that? I never killed anybody.
He killed that man to prevent him from revealing that location. A location so secret that they invented a phony ghost ship to scare people off.
Are you gonna side with this cowardly murdering scum?
Will you side with those who would destroy the reputation of the men who sailed the Robert Mackenzie?
How do we know you're telling the truth? Look at him. He's a Mountie.
He is a Mountie. Yeah, he is a Mountie. He's a Mountie.
Yeah, he's a Mountie. It's in the blood. Has to be. Now what?
Stay your course.
Come on, we gotta get some.
All right, you miserable sons of...
Tell me where my partner is.
Why should we tell you?
Because it's the right thing to do.
Now, this is why you need the Yank, so you can threaten them with force. Tell them he's going to kick them in the head or jump Bogart all over them or one of those other colorful expressions he's so fond of.
I could do that?
Oh, they would never believe you, son.
Well, they might.
I'll give it a try.
So I shall. Tell me where my partner is, or I will kick you in the head. Really? No, not really.
Go ship dead ahead, Benton.
Stay your course. There's nothing I can do to you.
Right.
But I can't leave, sir.
She's a big ship. You may not find him.
He's my partner. I have to try.
Well, good luck, Benton.
Thank you, sir.
I'm glad to see the back of him. You could be in some trouble, son.
You may be right.
Ray! Ray!
Ray! To remove your tape. It's probably easier if I do it fast. You'd prefer that I do it slowly?
I'll kill them. Where are they?
Well, they're in a lifeboat.
A lifeboat?
Well, yes, the ship is sinking.
Yeah, the ship's sinking. Okay, the ship's sinking.
Ray! Calm down. We need your keys.
What keys?
Keys to your handcuffs.
Keys to my handcuffs. Left jacket pocket. Now remember, left jacket pocket. No, those are the keys to my old car. Right jacket pocket. Apartment. Old apartment. Locker. Don't know.
You know, Ray, you really should try to keep your things a little more organized.
Look, Fraser, this is the wrong time for advice on neatness.
It may be the wrong time for advice, Ray, but it is never the wrong time for neatness.
Those guys must have taken a key.
That would seem likely.
So, you got another plan?
Betcha I do. I'm gonna pick the lock.
Pick the lock. That's good, Fraser. That's very good. Come on.
Here. I want you to put your head under this bucket.
Thanks, Fraser.
Please. You have to stop yelling. That echo in here is just... It's very jarring. Oh, sorry.
Get my gun.
I imagine you would like me to shoot off your handcuffs.
Yeah, sometime this week would be nice, President.
Your gun is gone.
Not that gun, my boot gun, my boot gun.
Gun, right. Ready? Ready. All right.
This is why we're getting stale, Fraser. Communication, we're not doing it.
What are you talking about? I thought we communicated remarkably well, considering you had a bucket over
Yeah, well, it's got to be more like instinct, like breathing. Break that door. I'm not sure that. What?
All right, Mr. Instinct.
Right.
Down on the Robert Mackenzie.
High winds, no northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. South, that's the way I'm going. South, satellite traveling shoes are now on the way.
This neighborhood makes yours look like Astor Street.
Well, this was your recommendation, Ray.
Link's the best bindle stitch guy in the world. You got a problem with your footwear, you bring it to Link.
I agree. These boots are as good as new. It's probably the best $125 I ever parted with.
You know, that's something I'll never understand. Why anybody would spend $125 to fix up a sneaky old pair of Mountie boots.
Oh, Ray. Properly molded boots are a Mountie's prized possession. Well, that and his horse.
Well, we're not picking up your horse.
I don't have a horse. I mean, not here.
Well, you know, you ought to think about getting one, because I'm getting really tired of driving you around.
Ray, that was a gunshot.
Yeah, if we stop for every gunshot we hear in this neighborhood, we'll never get home. See? I'm off duty! You're off duty, and unless somebody shot a moose, you have no jurisdiction! Oh, pardon me. Excuse me, young man. You're carrying a... I'll get the shooter. I'll get the shoot, D.
Hold on.
Give it up, man. I can run all day. Don't make me take you down, man.
Who did this to you?
Nobody.
Slow that there.
Call 911.
Help! Sir, help! Is there a phone nearby?
Drop the weapon. Unless you can fly.
I hate this neighborhood!
Put your hands on your head.
Thank you kindly.
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope my car is still there.
Ray, this was worth it. We saved a life, you made an arrest, and the neighborhood is a safer place. Oh, dear.
What?
My boots are gone. It's okay.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a pair of boots. RCMP regulation issues. I suppose you wouldn't be familiar with them. They're just like the man on the horse is wearing, only mine somewhat older and therefore more faded. Well, no matter what you may think, I remain undeterred. I'm convinced that somebody took them in for safekeeping, and that they're spending as much time looking for me as I'm spending looking for them. Excuse me, sir. The residents of this unit would appear to be home, yet they're not answering their door.
Well, ain't that a shock?
Were you home yesterday at the time of the incident?
Man, let me tell you something. I didn't hear a thing.
Well, actually, I'm looking for a pair of, Right. Let's go. Are you deaf? I mean, I know you are literally deaf. Oh, forget it. All right, come on. I'm not having any success. Let's see how you do. Or would you rather go back to knocking on doors? Yes, I see what you mean. These sneakers don't breathe quite the way my boots did. Okay, pick up the center. That's it. Good boy. Good morning, gentlemen.
Yeah, you hunting moose or something?
I know, boots, actually. You wouldn't have seen someone wandering around.
Yo, check it. I can give you $200 Nikes for $50.
Well, now that offer sounds almost too good to be true, but I'm really only interested in boots. So thank you kindly. Baker, for God's sakes, you're tracking the wrong thing. You're tracking my feet, not my boots. You know my feet were there. My boots were... Oh, forget it.
Good morning.
Yeah, look, just get in the car.
Well, actually, I don't need a ride.
Look, Lou would like to talk to you, man.
Do I know Lou?
First you meet him, then you'll get to know him. Get in.
Very well.
Hey, no dogs in here, man.
He's a wolf.
Man can't walk down the street in this part of town without getting harassed.
You were running.
I didn't see no foot traffic speed limit.
You were carrying a gun and running from a shooting victim.
He say that?
You know as well as I do, he didn't say that.
Look, I was carrying a gun so I wouldn't wind up a shooting victim.
Right.
All right, baby, here we go. With that pig, baby. Here we go. Oh, it's there, drives the lane. Oh my God, reverse slam. Did anybody stop this teenage dynamo, Mom? I honestly don't think so, Dick. Play the game, Reggie, not the crowd, man. Let's go, come on. Where y'all find him? You see that?
Fine play.
He's a hot dog. He's a punk. They're gonna be double teaming him in 8 seconds.
Are you their coach?
Hey, these kids, they are hope. I'll watch out for them. I'll provide the ball, a few burgers, a place to stay if they need it. Come on, man. You can look at me as a corporate sponsor. Check out the sweats I got.
It's very magnanimous of you.
Magnanimous? Hey, I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Inside, Reggie! Look for the ball! Over here. He's so dependent on his setup, man. He's not here, he just freaks.
Where is his setup, man?
You busted him. So who are you? What do you want?
Benton Fraser. I'm a Mountie.
Why they call you that?
Well, it's short for Royal Canadian Mounted Police.
So you're mounted?
No, we mount horses on occasion. Perhaps you're familiar with the musical...
Then in all factuality, aren't the horses the Mounties then?
No. You see, we are mounted on top of horses. It's historical.
So my peoples tell me you've been snooping around where the shooting went down. You looking for something?
As a matter of fact, yes. I'm looking for my boots.
We'll let you know if we find anything.
And it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Get it into Reggie! Reggie! Purdue, see that garbage? You're gonna be sweeping up your pop's barbershop for a long time in your short, stupid life.
Good news, Ray. He didn't do it.
No. Not this time.
Not what this time?
Look, somebody shot someone, right?
Yes.
And I have a responsibility to catch that someone that shot the other someone, right?
Yes.
And if I catch that someone, it's good news, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, if that person turns out to be the wrong person, does that mean that there was no shooting?
No.
Does that mean that no one was almost killed?
No.
Does that mean that there's one less bad guy in the world?
No.
Right. It just means that the real bad guy is still out there instead of locked up somewhere safe. So by you coming in here and telling me that our guy is innocent, this is just not good news.
I'm sorry. I see what you're driving at, and I stand corrected. It is bad news. He didn't do it.
Look, Fraser, kids from that neighborhood, generally speaking, end up doing one of two things: basketball or crime.
Tyree plays basketball.
Well, they all start out playing basketball, but if one of them is lucky enough, he'll make it to Division I college ball. But if he's not talented enough, if he's not tall enough, if he's not dedicated enough, he's going to wind up like that kid and make life miserable for everyone else.
Ray, please, look at this.
What's that supposed to be? Evidence?
The shooter wore this.
Well, let's hope that's not all he wore. Gray. Different shade? Different material?
Actually, no.
Then bag it and add it to my case file.
Ray, left-handed.
What's left-handed? The thread?
No, the shooter. Aren't you even interested in knowing how I know the shooter's left-handed?
Indulge me. What hand?
I know what you think. hasn't made one right-handed shot.
Is this your way of admitting you're wrong?
No, it's my way of suggesting the young man is extremely dedicated. He's practicing his weaknesses, not his strengths. He's making left-handed shots because he is right-handed.
All right, I'll buy that. Explain this. Ballistics report. Gun matches the bullet that went through the victim. Your boy's fingerprints are all over the trigger.
Well, we know he held the gun, Ray, because we found it on him.
One page. Paraffin test. Gunpowder blowback all over his hands. He fired that gun, Frazier. All the tests match him to the shooter. So for the next hour, I'm going to treat myself to thinking that he's the guy.
Ray, what if...
Look, 60 minutes, all right? Just don't talk to me for 1 hour.
I'm not asking you to tell me the truth. If you had wished the truth to be known, then I think you would have been more forthcoming with the authorities. So obviously you have reason to fear the truth. But I think you're in some kind of trouble. Well, manifestly you're in trouble. You've been charged with a capital crime, but that's not the kind of trouble that I'm actually referring to. You know, it might help perhaps if you simply told us why it is you're not telling us the truth. And of course, if you were to tell me why you're not telling us the truth, that would probably indicate what the truth might actually be, and you realize I'm not actually asking you to tell me the truth.
Do you talk English?
Canadian, actually.
Yo, Tyree!
Perhaps we could speak later.
Don't count on it.
All right.
Hey, Reggie. Thanks for the ride.
Hey, the least I could do for a fine young man with a noble heart, helping to assist his friend achieve personal greatness.
That was him.
Yes.
He's out.
Yes.
He made bail.
Yes.
Well, where did the punk get the money?
I lent it to him.
What's wrong with your pal back here? You can't think straight without his boots on?
Well, I don't believe the loss of my boots affected my ability to think, Detective Hewitt. However, now that you bring it up, if you should happen to see my boots in any course during the time...
Constable, because you don't even want to think about where I'd like to put them.
Pipe down, Jack. In case you happen to notice, your popularity rating around here is at an all-time low.
The young man is innocent, Ray.
No, you think he is innocent, which is still no reason to bail him out by yourself. Now, the next time you do something like that, you want to run it by me first?
Well, I would have, but you told me to stay away from you for an hour.
Detective, thank you for taking time out from your busy schedule to confer with me.
Anytime, sir.
You must be even busier since your Canadian friend decided to release that dangerous felon that you worked so hard to incarcerate.
I'd like to explain that, Lieutenant. You see, the young man has an extremely important basketball game scheduled.
Oh, I see. So if Charles Manson had a kazoo concert scheduled, you would have bailed him out too?
I don't think so, sir. Furthermore, I believe that the evidence will support my theory concerning the young man.
Well, why don't we let the courts decide that, Constable? You see, he's due for a prelim in a few hours, and if he doesn't show up, you are out a lot of money. And you are in for a long, long stay in my doghouse. Understood?
You know what? You did Lou a good turn, baby. You his man. You know, you my man, baby. And the good times are gonna roll in the clubhouse tonight, Marv.
Well, these fellas have earned it, Dick.
What, man?
Such an idiot, Reggie.
And you?
I can afford to be an idiot. I ain't going nowhere. You got these college coaches licking your Nikes, man. You got a future. Me, all I got is a messed up shoulder. Now, what coach is gonna give me the time of day?
Poor baby. Let's be out, man. Come on.
You see that, Benny? The next 5 blocks down is the turf of the 2-4 Dragons. Now, if you're not a member of that gang and you cross this street, you're gonna wind up getting shot. Now, that's what happened to Taylor Thomas, left-handed threat or not.
But Tyree was not the shooter, Ray.
Then why was he carrying a gun?
I don't know.
Then why did he shoot the gun?
I don't know.
Then why did he make me chase him?
Well, I haven't figured that out yet.
Ah, at least we're getting somewhere.
Yes, it's encouraging, isn't it?
Rebound! Give it to me, dog. Here we go, baby. Oh, that's too bad for you. Set it up for me, baby. Set it up. Go ahead, man. Oh! That's what I'm talking about right there. 1-2 punch, baby. Again, man. That's it.
Tyree. Come here a minute.
The bullet was extracted from the wall here, which would mean that the gunman had to be where you're standing.
Because this is where you found the thread.
It had rained earlier that day. The wind was from the southwest, yet the thread was dry. There was no sign of mold. Also, the footprints at the site would indicate that a man approximately 79.5 kilos stood there sometime after the deluge.
Well, that could have been anybody. Now, here's how I see it.
What the hell you think you're doing? This is my hood.
Tyree fires the first shot and misses. The victim fires back, misses by a mile, hits a garbage can. Tyree fires again and nails him. Bada bing.
What did you just say?
What?
You said, bada bing.
Yeah, don't they say that in Canada?
No, just listen to the sound of that. Bada bing.
What?
Well, remember back to yesterday. The first two shots had the same sound. The third shot was the bing. See, your scenario doesn't hold up, Ray. The bing was the shot that hit the garbage can. Not the second shot. That was a bang.
Oh, the judge is going to love this. Your Honor, we have no case because the bang is where the bing should have been.
The sounds don't lie, Ray.
All right, then tell me this. How does the bang being where the bing should have been have anything...
that's the bing being where the bang should have been.
But what does any of this mean that I busted the wrong guy?
Perhaps Tyree was with a left-handed man.
And yet the mounting just bailed you out. Just out the goodness of his heart.
I don't know. Man, Tyree ain't gonna say nothing.
Anything.
What?
Anything. Tyree ain't gonna say anything.
Oh, right.
Where'd you go work on your jump shot? I'm worried, Tyree.
Got nothing to be worried about, Lou.
You doing court
in a couple hours.
I want you there. I want this over. I want you to just plead it out.
Hey! We got finals tomorrow.
Go work on your jump shot, Reggie. Tyree ain't got to be there for you to show your stuff.
But Purdue's gonna be there. Hey, Isaiah Thomas is gonna be there. Yeah, right. Nah, for real, everybody says so.
Reggie, and you gonna make us all proud. Tyree or no Tyree, this man got business to take care of. Ain't that right, Tyree? Ain't that right?
Yeah. Yeah, Lou.
All right. Tyree, Junior, you a juvie. You gonna do light time, man. I'll look out for your mom, make sure she okay. When you get out, you and me, get you some protection. You be making big money. Isaiah Thomas, need Isaiah Thomas some other time. Thank you.
Ah, ma'am.
I received a call from Lieutenant Welsh at the Chicago Police Department.
Good man, fine commander.
He was less enthusiastic about you.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He mentioned that you had bailed out a gang member who's been accused of attempted murder.
Yes, ma'am. As a matter of fact, I'm on my way shortly to attend his preliminary hearing.
Is there a good reason why you're not standing at attention, Constable?
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
Yes, I did.
Why did you do that?
Do what?
You moved the garbage can in front of your feet.
Did I?
Are you hiding something, Constable?
No. No. Yes.
You're wearing sneakers.
I lost my boots.
They're not yours to lose.
I understand that, sir. It was in the process of saving a life.
With your boots?
No. You see, the seams had become frayed, and to be frank, I was less than enthusiastic about my prior cobbler's mastery of the bindle stitch.
Is this going to be a long story, Constable?
Quite a long story, yes, ma'am.
The life you saved, was this person a Canadian?
I shouldn't think so.
Then you're paying for the new boots yourself.
Understood. It was boom, bang, bing.
What?
It wasn't bang, bang, bing. It was boom, bang, bing.
Look, Benny, I know what I saw. I know what I did. Now I'm going to have to tell that all to the judge, and if it goes against the kid, I can't help that.
Ray, please, just try to remember. The sounds are all stored in here, so just clear your mind. Imagine, say, you're on an ice floe. You are thousands of miles from any conceivable distraction.
Is this an Eskimo trick?
No, Inuit. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. All right, now, put yourself back at that moment. What do you hear?
The entire Chicago Police Department laughing at me?
Ray, please, humor me.
All right, all right.
In the matter of Illinois versus Tyree Cameron, case number J87965, how does the defendant plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I was the arresting officer, Honor. He didn't do it.
Yes, I did.
No, he didn't.
How do you know that, Detective?
Because,
It was boom, bang, bing, Your Honor.
What is wrong with you?
Fraser was right, kid. You couldn't have done it. Shots went boom, bang, bing.
Are you out of your damn mind? Look, I shot that fool. Now, why won't you let me pay for my crime?
Because it's a crime you didn't commit. The boom was clearly from the PPK 380, Mr. Taylor Thomas's gun. He fired the first shot. The bang was from the 32, the shot that hit Mr. Thomas. The bing was a shot that you fired from the same 32 into the trash can because you needed to have your prints on the gun and you wanted the blowback to be revealed in paraffin test.
Who are you covering for, Tyree? Huh? Who was the real shooter?
Frazier! Now when they're living the truth, the boost getting sent. Big up for that. Apparently transparent, see through, fade like the purple haze like every day, all day. And all the heads around
You all right, man?
This is for my
all right, I'll just.
This is for my From dusk till dawn, we get it on. Sundown till sunrise on my side. My man Lindy got the lie, so we puff the tie sticks on the hop, sipping Heinekens. It's mine again, the lighter lights. Every night clubs we be rhyming in. The time was dope while it lasted, then closed when someone blasted. That's how it always goes in this rap.
Yo, Tree, I think you and Lou need to talk. Move it.
I'd like to protect you, Tyree. Really, I would, but you shouldn't have been walking away from that courthouse in the first place.
Lou, it's the Mountie and the cop. They're not letting me take the fall for this. They're not leaving it alone.
That Mounter know something, Tyree?
Nothing. Not for me, though.
He been asking a lot of questions, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if he was to find out anything, that wouldn't be good. I mean, you gonna let that happen to your friend?
I'm not gonna let anything happen. I'm gonna do the right thing.
No. You worrying me, Tyree.
Nothing to be worried about, Lou.
There is one way you can eliminate my doubt and eliminate my worries.
All right.
Trevor. Give him your piece. Show me where you stand. Do the mounting.
Vecchio, you know, sometimes it seems like you make a full-time job out of destroying your own career.
I see how you can think that, sir.
No. This is not a talking time. This is a listening time. Your job is to respond to crimes and arrest the offender, not to become a public defender. Now, your friend Fraser bailing this kid out does not make any sense to me, but I've learned to expect it from him. But you, standing up in court, attempting to have the charges dropped, that is nothing less than insanity.
Sir, insane is a very harsh word.
No. The harsh words have not yet begun. You have not yet begun to hear how I feel about you being involved in a drive-by shooting in front of the courthouse?
Lieutenant, new information has surfaced suggesting that Tyree Cameron was not the shooter in the incident and that the shooting was in self-defense. I had to make that information known to the court.
And what would that new information be?
Well, at first we believed the shots to be bang, bang, bing. But after further reflection, we came to believe that the shots were boom, bang, bing. Sir, with a little time, I now believe I can track down the real shooter.
Oh, that's great, Vecchio. Because a little time is about all you got.
Sir, are you gonna eat all these cold cuts?
Tyree's not here right now.
This is his room, but he hasn't been here since yesterday. Why'd you have to arrest him anyway? Tyree's a good boy.
Mrs. Cameron, I may be old-fashioned, but the way I figure it, good boys don't carry handguns.
I'm not defending Tyree having that gun.
Does your son know Mr. Lou Robbins?
Everybody knows Lou.
Mrs. Cameron, I understand you're reticent.
Is your son a member of any gang?
He plays basketball.
This isn't the first time he's been in trouble.
Tyree lives by his own rules, but he is a good boy. Only been arrested once.
Only once?
Fell asleep on the subway.
That's a crime?
Oh, it is if you wake up in Lake Forest, gotta walk 5 miles through white neighborhoods. He tries. He works on that basketball court. But he ain't got the body to play pro ball ever since his shoulder went out on him. Tried at school. But there, even the teachers don't pretend a boy from here can make it to college. What's a young man to do but get frustrated?
You have any idea who he might have been with yesterday?
Yeah. He had a practice, like, every day. Lou takes him out for a meal afterwards.
Yeah, he's a regular prince.
It breaks me up inside to see that drug dealer being the only one who looks out for them kids. The only one who gets through to them. But you tell me, he doesn't look after them, who does? The government? The police?
So you think it's possible that Tyree spent the day with Mr. Robbins?
Could be. So sure bet he was with his friend Reggie. Ain't nothing that separates those two but the need to shut their eyes every night. You talk to him.
His own mother thinks he did it.
She didn't say that.
She stands by her family.
I suppose.
You see, some people stand by their family, and some people stand by their friends. And then there are other people who stand by complete strangers only to have their friends reamed out by their lieutenant.
Ray.
It's abandoned.
Well, if it's any consolation, things aren't going very smoothly at the consulate either.
Consolation would have been you buying a new pair of boots instead of me taking you to my cobbler.
Well, as I recall, it was you that insisted.
I thought you were the one who was apologizing.
No, right. I'm sorry.
Now, I'm going to go back to the crime scene and take a look around. You coming?
No, I think I'm going to go and talk to Reggie.
He probably won't talk to you.
Well, he may not have to, Ray.
Stamp. Coming down court for 3.
Ah, yes.
Nice shot.
You're that mountain guy, right?
It's Mount T, actually.
And why they call you that?
Well, that's a long story. Would you like to play some one-on-one?
You'll lose.
I think that's very likely.
You're already down 2, baby.
Your friend Tyree is in trouble.
Man, everybody around here got trouble. You still trying to get him off.
Well, yes. You see, there's certain elements of the crime that don't make any sense. I don't think Tyree shot that young man.
Oh, yeah? And how you figure that?
To begin with, the shooter was left-handed.
You know, it's hard to prove something like that.
Well, that's true, but it's also my belief that the third shot was fired to provide blowback on Tyree's hand and arm, to make it appear that he was a shooter.
And why would somebody do that?
Well, friends protect one another, and I think he was covering for someone.
Hey, Mountie, if Tyree said he did something, then he did it. I mean, it's that simple. You know, when you live down here, sometimes you gotta shoot somebody in self-defense.
If it was self-defense, the man in the alley would have had a gun.
He had a gun.
How do you know that? Were you there?
No.
No, of course not. Because if you had been, then you would have had to protect your friend. Thanks for the game. Oh, you're hungry, are you? Well, perhaps you should learn how to use the stove. Just joking. Hello?
Whoa! Man, it's me, man. Put that gun away. Man, don't do that. Look, I brought you some chips, man. Jeez.
Mind if I join you?
Don't come any closer. Hey, be cool, Tyree. Reggie, go home.
Man, I ain't going nowhere. You were waiting outside my apartment.
So what if I was? Is it off limits? I ain't got a right to be in front of your building?
Were you there to visit Ms. Krezjapalov, Mr. Mustafi, or were you there to visit me?
Maybe I was.
Well, that's good. Because we still have a lot of things to talk about. For one thing, I don't understand why you're prepared to go to prison for a crime you didn't commit.
And don't try to get into my head. You and me, we ain't nothing alike.
It's 2-4.
So you Canadian, huh?
That's right, son.
So that means you've been outside of Chicago?
Yes.
What's so different?
Not that much. We have all the same stars, just there's more of them.
So you grew up under the stars with the birds and weasels and wolves and trees and whatnot, huh?
There was an abundance of wildlife.
We got wildlife. They gunned down my daddy in front of me when I was 4.
My father was also killed.
You don't get over that.
No.
Life sucks, don't it?
What are you afraid of?
Nothing.
You're not afraid of death?
Are you?
Yes, very much.
Fraser, open up. It's me.
What is it, boy? Is Fraser in trouble?
You gonna tell me what's going on, Tyree? Why don't you go home, Reggie? You got a game in the morning. You too. I need you, man. You don't need nothing. Look, you're gonna be golden, so why don't you just go on home? I got some talking to do with the Mountie, all right?
You're not going to the game? This game you practiced for all year? The game you love?
Well, it doesn't love me. In this neighborhood, who lives and who dies is all set at birth. Either you got the genes to hoop or you don't.
Okay. Good boy. We'll rest here. Okay? Maybe we won't rest here.
Reggie here, he's good enough. He's got a future. The rest of us, we'll flip burgers for a while. We'll sell drugs for a while. We'll keep busy until we piss somebody off, or we just happen to end up in the wrong place at the wrong time, which happens too damn often. And somebody steps up with a gun and they make you dead.
Just because you have a gun doesn't mean you have to use it. You proved that tonight.
See, they coming, man. Tyree, come on. And
Ray, you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
You sure you're okay?
I'm fine.
Did you hear him? He's fine. What did you drag me all the way down here for?
It's probably just crying wolf.
All right. All right, good hustle, good hustle. Get your man. All right, take up. Block him out, block him out. Yeah!
talent, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
All right. Reggie! Double team my man down low, Reggie! Yeah, Reggie, where the G? Where the G, man? You're not impressing everybody. Reggie, flow! You hear me? Reggie! What's that? What's that? What was that?
What's wrong with you?
Nothing, man. Then I'll blow it. Play the game.
Hell no, man. This is my ass that's on the line for you.
Look, I ain't ask you to do that, all right?
You didn't have to.
You were gonna kill that Mountie. Look, we can get out of this, all right? Both of us can.
This is out of our hands. You do what you're told, and I do what I'm told. There ain't nothing that happens around here, nothing that Lou doesn't want to happen. He wanted you free, and he wants the Mountie dead.
All right, so what happens if he wants you and me dead? Huh? We kill each other?
Hell, doing, Reggie.
Playing ball.
You play it better. You check that attitude. You don't want to screw this up.
Ray, excuse me. I'll be right back. Good afternoon, gentlemen. You wouldn't happen to have seen a fellow carrying a... Oh, dear.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, over here.
I'm impressed, Junior. I'm really impressed. That was a nice pass.
Thanks.
Come on. Game's not over yet. Coming through. You had a job to do. You ain't do it.
We won, didn't
Hell yeah. You know what I'm talking about. The Mountie, Junior. The Mountie.
I wasn't right.
Hell yeah. Here's your chance. Time is right, Tyree.
Man, who's he hurting?
He been snooping around ever since the shooting.
He don't know nothing, Lou.
Actually, I do.
You hear that?
But you're not gonna shoot me.
Do it, now.
Tyree, stop. Reggie, man, chill. There's no reason. Reggie, step
There's
back.
no reason.
I did it.
Reggie, don't do this.
Tyree! It's over, man. It's over. I shot Taylor.
I know. Lou had taken you out for burgers after the practice, and the three of you split up. Taylor was waiting for Reggie in the alley. He fired first, but he missed. Then Reggie fired, resting his left arm on the wall. Taylor fell, and the gun went into the dirt, where he buried it. Tyree heard the shots. He ran back to help. He forced Reggie to give him the gun. Lou arrived. Then Tyree fired into the garbage can. He get blowback on his hand and his arm. And then Lou and Reggie ran, leaving you, Tyree, to take the blame.
He came at me, all right? I mean, I guess he figured that shooting me, he'd get his rag. It was self-defense. Tyree ain't do nothing.
Both of y'all fools. End it. Now.
Get him, man.
That's enough, Lou.
You're not gonna shoot him.
What you say?
You're not a killer.
No. Let's make this right.
You're not gonna shoot either.
'Cause I'm not a killer.
No, I think you're an evil psychopath. But if you try, Detective Vecchio will blow your brains off. Out. Out. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. He will blow your brains out.
Give it a gun. I'll see what we can do for you downtown.
You better be straight, man. Reggie don't deserve to go down for this.
We know that.
I heard you was looking for these.
Yes, thank you.
Saw them in the streets. Looked valuable, so I took them in. This isn't a safe neighborhood.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Everybody gone?
Yeah.
Sorry I'm late. Bad weather. Plane got off a little late in Toronto.
Hey, can't change the weather.
Did y'all play today?
Yes, and he played very well.
Not well enough.
For what?
To play ball in college.
You and almost everybody else on this planet. So what else you gonna do?
Ain't nothing to do if not play ball.
You gotta put your other assets to work.
What other assets?
This kid got any other assets?
Well, apart from his loyalty, his integrity, and his brains, no, I don't think so.
What about my dash and good looks?
We're talking about assets, not drawbacks.
All right, Tyree, I spoke with the state's attorney, and she's considering dropping the charges. How you doing?
Isaiah, how you doing?
Yeah, I know who you are. Ray Vecchio.
So we gonna play today or what?
Oh, yeah, give me the ball. Let's go.
Mountie, right?
That's correct, Mr. Isaiah.
You know, I was wondering, since I'm in Toronto now.
Oh, we mount the horses. You play basketball?
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going. Due south.
It's a miracle, surely. We've never had so many people want to join our choir. You've done a fine thing, Raymond.
I think nothing of it, Father. I just pulled out my little black book, made a few calls, and they were happy to oblige. Oh, Ursula, thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'll take a hike.
All right, we'll talk later.
Out of my way. Hi, Benton. This is my chair. I sit here every week. Well, this week it's mine. Would you like to borrow my pitch pipe?
Oh, well, thank you for the offer, but
Didn't I see the church singles dance the other night?
Actually, I'm not part of this congregation. My friend and I just stopped by to pay Father Bain a visit, or so I thought. Sorry.
He did volunteer for this, didn't he?
Oh, absolutely, Father. You know how it is with Mounties, any excuse to burst in a song.
All right, ladies. And Constable Fraser. Turn to hymn 598.
Your sister, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Father.
Oh, God.
Excuse me. Oh, Benton! What a surprise! You sing too?
So I'm told.
How nice. Move it or lose your foot.
I'm only asking for the same terms your father gave me.
My father was a very generous man. I'm sure he's in heaven. Look at this. I'm playing pickup. I got the ball. Some real estate broker charges me, practically breaks my arm.
We go back a long way. I've been doing business with your family for 40 years. I made good every time. This isn't right.
Are you accusing me of being unjust, Tommy? No. Good. Because I would hate to think that I had failed to earn your respect.
I'll take the deal. Deal's fine.
Yeah, if that's what you want.
So you want to shoot some baskets on Saturday?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Sure, Mr. Zuko.
Nothing that good ever comes to you. The way I see it is, you want the best, you gotta take it. So I say to myself, ask him out. To which I reply, what if it goes badly? I mean, what if we go out to dinner and I have, like, food stuck between my teeth or something and he turns off to me? So then I say, ask him out for drinks. But then I remember, he's a mountain stupid. He doesn't drink. I mean, sure, it's dark in the movie theater and everything, but you know, there could be people around and yeah. So, the way I see it is, why do we have to play these games? I mean, we're both adults. We both know what we want. So, you want to have sex? Thief!
Oh, darn. Excuse me.
He had an appointment.
Forget about it, Benny. Father Bean said there was less than $40 in there. If you want, I'll give him the money right in my own pocket.
Look at the gouge marks around the hinges, Ray.
No.
The thief loosened the fittings before he pried the lid.
Okay, $40 and a new pour box.
Judging from the striations in the wood, I'd say he must have used some kind of specialized tool.
Benny, it's a $3 lock and a $10 box. What do you want to do, call in Scotland Yard?
Given the angle of insertion, I'd say he's probably right-handed.
You see now, that is the break that we needed. Let's go nail the right-handed bastard.
Now, you'll notice this rough indentation in the wood made when the lid was pried open?
No, I won't.
It indicates the implement had a curved head and a sharp point. You know, it rather brings to mind a hook used for sockeye salmon.
Hey, Elaine, give me a list of all the salmon fisheries in the greater metropolitan area, will you?
What?
Never mind, Elaine. I believe Ray was just mocking me.
Yes, I was.
We're not looking for a hook, Ray. I was referring to the shape of the implement's head. Now, the distance from the mark to the rear indicates the implement was at least 6 inches long, with sufficient heft to loosen the hinges. Uh-huh.
No, okay? No ahas, no uh-huhs, no interestings, no look at this, Ray, because I'm not going to look.
Left a waxy residue.
Frazier, this is a petty theft, okay? We'll fill out a form if I can find the damn thing, and if somebody returns the money, we'll bring it back to the church.
Well, I'm not interested in the money, Ray. I'm after the thief.
Thank you. St. Michael, somebody robbed the poor box. Look into it.
I'm already on it, sir, and I even found some waxy residue.
Seems a prominent member of the congregation is concerned we're not going to give attention to the theft, since there was a small amount of money involved.
Detective Vecchio was just pointing out the basic injustice of that, sir.
I have to ask you this. Don't you have a job of your own?
Oh, yes, sir. But I had the early shift this morning.
And you have nothing better to do with your life than hang around here and help us solve crimes?
No, sir.
All right, start with this concerned citizen.
Frank Zucco? We're running errands for Frank Zucco now?
You have evidence to put Mr. Zucco behind bars, Detective?
No, sir.
Because if you do, there's a pack of feds who would love to have that information passed on to them.
I realize that, sir.
You want the papers getting the impression that we don't care enough about certain communities to pay attention to their concerns?
No, sir.
Go show the flag. Any movies and dates, anything like that?
I recently joined a choir, sir.
Oh, good. That's good.
This Mr. Zucco, he's an acquaintance of yours?
Yeah, you could say we're acquainted. Detective Vecchio, 27th.
Ray, good to see you.
Benton Fraser, RCMP.
Come on in. You know, it's a great old neighborhood. One of the last. I mean, I would hate to see that kind of a criminal element creep in. You know, when my father was... Well, we all know what my father was, but one thing you could say for the man, he made sure that the neighborhood was safe.
I made you a picture, Daddy.
Let me see, honey. Oh, that's beautiful. Why don't you run in and show Mommy, okay?
Out of respect for your little girl, I don't say anything. But let's not start reminiscing about the good old days of extortion and intimidation, okay, Frankie?
PR's not your strong suit, is it, Detective?
I just got a couple of questions. How much money did you put in the poor box?
I don't know. 100, I guess.
The man in the assembly, you got a description?
Nope, barely noticed him.
You know, it just blows my mind how one guy can pull off a heist of this magnitude.
You know, I'm ignoring your tone because we have a history. But don't push it. This may seem penny ante to you, Vecchio, but somebody did commit a crime here.
You figure a guy who stole, what, $140 is a serious threat to the community and should be prosecuted?
What's the matter with you, Ray? Huh? Your mother doesn't live in this community? Your sisters don't walk home past that church every night? You think some guy who robs a church is going to think twice about mugging the women in your family? Or mine?
Let's not compare your family and mine, okay, Frankie? Because we don't walk down the same block.
I'm sure that Detective Vecchio shares your concerns, Mr. Zucco. After all, as you just pointed out, this is his neighborhood, too.
Canadian, right?
Yes.
Well, then you understand. I mean, you come from one of those nice, clean cities where they have no graffiti, no garbage on the streets, and people treat each other with respect. Right?
Well, yes, I suppose so. Although it's been my experience that many people live their lives thinking that they're respected, only to discover that they've been merely feared. And fears can be overcome. We will find the thief.
Thank you, Constable. I'd be very grateful if you did.
Ray?
You still play basketball, Ray? You gotta come down to the gym on Saturday. Work off some of that pasta.
I don't think so, Frankie. His father, Carl, ran the extortion rackets for over 30 years on this side of town.
You think he's like his father?
Is he more legit than his father? He can afford to be. But I went to school with Frank. We used to play pickup basketball together. There was this one kid, Marco Matron. He couldn't make a basket to save his life. No matter whose side he was on, he always managed to lose the game, and Frank didn't like losing. So one day, a couple of Frank's buddies held him down while Frank drilled a basketball into his face for about a half hour. Marco just laid there choking on his blood. He never came near the court again.
You know, we had a schoolyard bully in Tuktoyaktuk once. Sometimes at night I can still remember him coming into the classroom swinging that otter over his head. There's just no reasoning with him.
And I thought we had nothing in common.
Bindle stitch.
You know, you gotta stop swearing in Eskimo.
Well, a bindle stitch is a tool used by a shoemaker for lifting laces off of the leather. Our poor box thief used a bindle stitch and the waxy residue, shoe polish.
You're making this stuff up, right?
No.
We've been all through the neighborhood. No one saw anything.
Follow him. He'll find the guy.
So we're not really tracking a criminal. What we're tracking here is Pinocchio's dad.
Geppetto was a woodcarver, Ray.
He was not.
Well, yes, that's how he made Pinocchio, out of wood.
Then who was the shoemaker?
I have no idea.
Well, sure you do. The brothers Graham, the poor old shoemaker, can't feed his wife. Little elves help him make shoes.
There's very little dust in the windows. He can't have been out of business for long.
I distinctly remember reading about shoes made by elves.
The heavy machinery is still here. If he intended to open a new shop, he would have taken it with him. My guess is he didn't have that option. He took what he could carry and left.
You mean to tell me you have no recollection of any shoe-related elf stories?
Ray, I would tell you if I did. Hello?
I'll be right out.
Excuse me, Ray, maybe you should conduct this interview.
It's molded plastic, Benny. It's not going to lunge out at you.
You mean this? Well, if you think I'm embarrassed, you're sorely mistaken.
Oh, yeah, that's why you're turning the color of your uniform.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just hot in here, that's all.
Can I help you?
Yes, ma'am.
Nice boots.
Thank you. My name is Constable Fraser, and this is Detective Vecchio. We would like to ask you a question that is unrelated to either underwear or breasts.
Yes, we would. Do you know who used to run the shoe repair next door?
Yeah, Joey. Nice guy.
Yeah, does he have a last name?
I think it started with a P. He used to come in here for coffee sometimes. Sort of sweet and shy, which personally I find very sexy.
Yeah, do you know what happened to him?
Yeah, he went out of business about 6 months ago. It's too bad. He came in about 2 weeks before that, get something for his wife. He had it all picked out, but couldn't come up with the cash, so we worked out a deal. I don't think his wife liked the chemistry. She left him, took the kid. Real sad.
You know where he is now?
Girl who works here said she saw him going into one of those cheap hotels over on Diversey.
Is she here?
No, she's on vacation. Anything else I can do for you?
Yes. You said that you did a deal for the camisole?
Yeah. Yeah, he made me this.
May I,
Sure.
Thank you. Ah, yes, it's very beautiful leather.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you kindly, ma'am.
You're very welcome.
How do you get away with that?
With what?
You know damn well with what?
It's hand-stitched. Very delicate work.
Yeah, that quality written all over it.
I'll take it, but I'll need it altered for tonight.
Oh, I don't know. We're kind of backed up right now.
Look, I'll pay anything, understand? This is worth any amount of money.
Well, we know he took his tools. If he's bartered his services once, chances are he's still doing it.
So now what? We go up and down Diversey until we find Cinderella with freshly sold shoes?
Yes.
Great.
You want to see my shoes?
Well, yes, ma'am, I would, if you wouldn't mind.
Why should I mind? It's the best offer I had in years.
Very nice indeed. Thank you. Machine made, not recently repaired.
You're welcome. Hey! Yeah, she's all yours.
Well, Ray, you don't want to... All right. Excuse me, ma'am. No, please, stay right where you are.
He moved in a few months ago. He a friend of yours?
No, but I'm familiar with his work.
Mr. Paducci, you have callers. I'm sure he's in there.
Could you open it, please, ma'am? Thank you kindly. Ray! I'll see myself out.
candle bin, I presume.
Rumpelstiltskin. Didn't he use one of these?
No, dwarfs don't make shoes. They hide under bridges.
Those are twirls.
So who made shoes?
Glinda, the Good Witch in The Wizard of Oz.
No, that was magic. They were slippers, not shoes.
I always wanted a pair of ruby slippers. I used to try on my mother's high heel shoes standing in front of the mirror, click my heels together and say, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home."
Me too. What? Well, yeah, I wanted to be the Tin Man. I dressed up like the Tin Man. My sister would dress up like Dorothy. I almost never played with my sister. What? Oh, you're coming.
It's nothing fancy, but I'm making a living. Anyways, one day these wise guys pay me a visit. They tell me I'm not paying my neighborhood association dues. $50 a week. I mean, maybe that doesn't sound like much, but I got overhead, Got an apartment, a wife who likes to go out. Anyway, 6 months later, it's up to 65, then 85, then 100.
Did they threaten you?
Who was to threaten? I'm not stupid. Pretty soon I can't afford to pay for the phone or utilities. I fall behind on the rent. So I go to Zuko. I tell him I need some relief. He says to me, the payments are strictly voluntary. I get back to my place and the front window's broken. 5 months later, I'm out in the street, and my wife... You can't blame her. So when I saw Zuko stick that 100 in the box, all I could think was, that's my money. I just wanted some of that back. That's fair, isn't it?
Maybe, but it's also against the law.
Could you identify these men?
Benny, there's nothing illegal about a voluntary neighborhood association. I've been down that path too many times.
I just wasn't brave enough to do something, He took my business. He took my family, man. He took my life. I should have done something. I should have done something.
Joey Paducci, I don't know him.
Frank Zuko does.
Him I know. It's a sin to wish people ill, and I don't. But if I do, I confess it.
Father Paducci's been arraigned. If you don't come down and sign a complaint, it's not going to stick.
Why would I want to do a thing like that?
Because he stole from the church.
You said he was destitute, didn't you?
Yes, but that doesn't have anything to do with anything.
Well then, who do you think poor boxes are for?
Forgive me, Father, for what I'm about to do.
This isn't about the Mountie again, is it?
I know, but this time I'm gonna do it.
Francesca, I can't keep forgiving you in advance for something that never happens.
The safest place for him right now is exactly where he is, behind bars.
And I don't think we can keep a man in jail without charges, Ray. Mr. Mustafi, Mr. Campbell.
Yeah, well, if he's out on the street, Zuko's coming after him, and I know Zuko. He needs to make an example out of Joey. Do you always leave your door wide open?
Excuse me, can you tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I made a few decisions in your absence. If you want anything moved around, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I'm sorry, I think there's been some kind of mistake. I didn't order any furniture.
Frazier, Benton, that you?
Yes.
You live at 221 West Racine, apartment 3J?
Yes, but you see, I didn't...
Right, you want to make a decision on this credenza, we're on the clock.
I really like your style, Benny.
It's not my style, Ray, it's Zuko's.
The credenza goes there. Tips taken care of. Enjoy.
Phil, it's Vecchio. Where's Joey Paducci? Oh, great. All right, thanks. He was bailed out over an hour ago. He's definitely a dead man.
I'd be grateful. Zuko's words.
You meet at 20. Come on, I'll spot you 3. Three, 1. Didn't foul you, did I?
No.
3-2. Hey, Constable Fraser. Care to shoot some hoop?
Oh, no. I'm afraid I would scuff the floor.
The floor? Forget the floor. Here, shoot. Hit the showers, Kenny.
See you Tuesday.
Come on, Constable. I'll tell you what, you get the first shot. You like the furniture?
Well, there's quite a lot of it.
Need a bigger apartment?
No, I don't think so. As a matter of fact, that is one of the things I came down here to talk to you about. You see, as a police officer, I'm forbidden to accept gifts.
Really?
Yes.
The officers I know never mentioned that. I just wanted to show my gratitude to you.
Oh, I understand. It's just that even if I were able to accept such a gift, it might end up reflecting badly upon you.
On me?
Oh, yes. You see, some people might get the mistaken impression that you wanted Mr. Paducci found for your own purposes, and that I had somehow aided you in that endeavor.
I don't see how anyone could read that into it. But hey, if it bothers you, don't keep it. Donate it to your favorite charity.
I'm afraid that would be against the regulations as well.
You're a hard man to thank, Constable.
Father Ben is dropping the charges against Paducci.
Oh, I guess today's Mr. Paducci's lucky day.
I suppose it is. As a matter of fact, before Detective Vecchio could drop the charges against him, Mr. Paducci's bail was posted anonymously through an attorney.
I love this neighborhood. So many good Samaritans. Next basket wins. No, fire!
Actually, I don't think that was it.
Charlie?
He fouled you, Mr. Zuko.
Best ref in Chicago. Game. Nice try, Constable.
Thank you. Mr. Paducci is prepared to make restitution. That satisfies the church.
Constable, you're aware of who I am, aren't you?
Well, if by that do you mean have I heard the stories? Yes.
Yeah, well, let's say they're all true. Something you probably haven't heard is that I really do love this neighborhood. And when somebody hurts this community, they hurt me.
Well, by that logic, you could say if someone hurt Mr. Paducci, they hurt me.
Well, then you would be standing in the wrong place at the wrong time.
I see logic is not one of your hobbies.
Thanks for the game, Constable.
Good day. Good day. Good day, sir.
I used to buy gumballs over there. Big fat ones for a nickel apiece. Now my nephew buys them for $1.50.
Price of doing business. Welcome to Mr. Zuko's neighborhood.
It's me, Ray.
What did I say? Was he swinging an otter over his head or what?
You were right, Ray. There wasn't much reasoning with him.
Well, I've always wanted to see New York.
Yeah, well, you can forget about it. If Zuko's got a contract out on you, he's going to have this neighborhood sealed up tighter than a drum. You'll be lucky to make downtown Chicago alive.
Well, so what am I supposed to do? Stay here and wait till he comes and kills me?
Jimmy Venuto. His sister was in a hit-and-run accident down on the south side. I caught the driver. Let's hope he's got a good memory.
I got a 946 going on south of Philadelphia. How's that?
That's great, Jimmy. Thanks.
Ray, it's nothing. We put them on here with the packages. Everybody knows you can't board a bus in this neighborhood. You gotta go downtown. So you just get into John, you stay there till you reach Philadelphia.
Thanks, Ray.
It'll be okay. Thank God I remembered Jimmy, huh?
I thought you said he worked all night.
He does.
No. They made us. Go.
Son of a...
Get the shoemaker! Get the car. Got a message for you from Mr. Zuko.
I take it this message is not in writing.
Penny, you okay?
How many of them were there?
More than were necessary.
That hurt, didn't it?
Yes, quite a bit.
Sorry.
Were there any prints off of the handgun?
No. And no serial number. Does this hurt?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
How about this?
No, that's an old scar.
How'd you get it?
I'd rather not say. Someone struck me with a sea otter.
I guess that's what happens in a country with gun control.
Oh, I believe he shot the otter first.
That's just cruel.
Oh, yes, but you see, strictly speaking, he did adhere to the law because swinging a live otter is illegal in the territories. Indeed.
So, there's nothing the police could do about it?
No. Although they did change the law after that incident.
Good thing.
It's a very good thing.
Any line on the shooter?
I got Paducci going over the mugshots right now, sir.
What about the guys that roughed Fraser up?
All imported talent. They're probably halfway to California by now.
Dearly like to tie Zuko to this.
What about protective custody for Paducci?
State's attorney isn't going to do it. There's no indictment against Zuko. And if we lock the shoemaker up, we'll have to keep him in solitary confinement for the rest of his life. We leave him out on the street under surveillance, and we eat up the entire district's budget in 30 days. All Zuko has to do is wait. You know, I hate to say it, but Mr. Paducci had the right idea.
Look, we can't just throw him back out on the street.
All right, I'll shuffle some paperwork. We'll keep him in holding for 48 hours.
All right, thanks, Lieutenant. Anything?
No. Protective custody?
48 hours in holding.
What do you want to do? You guys know of anybody with a place in the islands?
Here, you want a cup of coffee?
No, thanks, Ray.
How about a cup of tea?
No.
Hot chocolate?
No, I'm fine.
Marco Matrani. The kid that Zuko worked over with the basketball. Two guys held him down while Zuko dribbled the ball over his face. I'm talking like this thing happened 20 years ago, and I remember it like yesterday. So the kid hits the concrete, right? And he looks up at me with those eyes. Those eyes that say, help me. Call the cops. Do something. I just stood there while Zuko rearranged his face. I didn't try to stop it. I didn't say a word. When I got home that night, I felt like I was 80 years old. I should have done something, Benny. Come on, Frankie. What do you say? You and me, one-on-one.
Oh, is that so, Ray?
Yeah, come on, you and me.
You think you can take me out?
Hey, I don't think, Frankie. I know. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Go give me a cappuccino, Ray.
Yeah, why don't you get yourselves a cappuccino too, boys? We're gonna be a little while. We go back a long way, you and me, Frankie. And we got some unfinished business to attend to. You remember Marco Matrani?
Who?
Junior high, you bounced the ball off his face until it was mush.
Oh, yeah. Marco. I remember Marco. God. We had some good times, huh? Poor old Marco. You know, I heard his family moved away now.
Yeah, you know, I heard that too. You know, even then you owned the neighborhood, Frankie. And even then you were a coward.
Me? I'm not the one who stood around and watched his friend get his face beaten in.
You know, you're right, Frankie. I just stood there.
You just got yourself dead, my friend.
Is that so? Then how come I'm not the one who's bleeding on the floor? Huh? You want a piece of me? Come on, take your best shot. Come on, you're a big man, Frankie. Come on.
You think your badge is gonna protect you? You're not that smart, are you?
You see a badge? I ain't wearing no badge, Frankie. It's just you and me. My hands are behind my back. Come on, take your best shot. Come on. No, how about my belt? You wanna use my belt? I'll wrap it around your fist and you can hit me with it. Come on. No. Hit me with it! Come on!
How long do you think you got to live, man? You think you'll last the night?
I don't see anybody in here but you and me. But I see that door and only one of us is walking out of it.
You're crazy.
I'm not crazy, all right? I'm not crazy. I finally got smart. I should have done this to you 20 years ago. Now get him, you little worm.
You got a problem, okay, man?
No, you got a problem. You got a problem, because you're going one-on-one with a guy you got 20 pounds on, and there ain't nobody to hold me down. All you got is your guts, man, which means you got nothing. Come on. Last chance. Go ahead.
You go to hell.
I didn't think so.
You're not gonna walk very far.
Down the block's far enough, cuz. You know, I'm gonna enjoy telling this story. It's the kind of story that people like to tell over and over again.
Yeah, like somebody's gonna believe you.
Check your face. Everybody's gonna believe me. You know, it's gonna be pretty hard to instill fear in people when they're laughing at you. Of course, you know, I can just as easily forget about it. You see, because I got one of those memories. I can remember things that happened 20 years ago, but sometimes I forget what I had for breakfast.
Don't.
Don't what? Don't tell? Is that what you want? You want to make a deal with me? All right, here's the deal. You call off the hit on Joey Paducci. You let him open up his shop, and you leave him alone. You do that, and this never happened. It's just between you, me, and the basketball.
You go to hell.
You go to what? Did you tell me to go to hell? Is that what you said? Well, that's a shame, cuz. Because this deal's only good till I get to the door.
Deal.
Why should I trust you?
I give you my word.
And I give you mine.
I didn't say nothing about you being safe.
I didn't ask for that.
What are you looking at?
Nothing.
How are you?
Scared to death.
It's probably wise.
When I took him in, his eyes were pure hatred. As the door to the prison slammed shut behind me, I could still hear his voice and the words he spit out at me. I'll find you, Fraser, if it's the last thing I do. I'll track you down and kill you wherever you go. That night in my cabin, I lay there and thought about fear and what it does to a man, how it eats his insides out and takes the best from him. I listened to the wind make the ice floes creak outside and the wolves bay and 1,000 other sounds of the winter night. And as I listened to my heartbeat, I released the fear inside me, little by little, until it was no longer there. And then I closed my eyes and slept soundly till morning.
Don't be afraid.
High winds, northern sky will carry you away. You know you have to leave here. You wish that you could stay. There's 4 directions on this map, but you're only going one way. Due south, that's the way I'm going.